$1.20 for gasoline. I don't know exactly with future trends where it might go in the future. So,
Well, you know what? We've actually got our economic analyst, Daniel Resto.
oh,
And
okay.
we can go over to him and he can give us an idea of where gas prices are right now and predictions of where they're going to be in the future. So why don't we go talk to him?
Okay, I'd love to find out where they're going in the future.
Thank you, Jackie. This is Daniel Resto, and I'll be going over the chart you can see there with concerning gas prices. And as you can see, over the past 35 or so years, there have been many inflection points, starting with the OPEC oil embargo crisis, which forced oil companies to greatly increase payments due to decreased supply. So fuel prices rose up to 4 times, leading to nearly $12 per barrel in 1974. In April of 2008, gas prices hit a high of about $4.06. There was a great drop shortly thereafter to around $1.75 a gallon. This was partially due to the financial crisis and people not being able to afford the price of gas where it was, so demand fell swiftly and therefore caused a dramatic drop in fuel prices. Prices then began to rise again as economies settled and will continue to rise in the near future. This steady increase to come will be partly due to the demand of oil increasing around the world as emerging countries such as India and China continue to use more and more vehicles and thus using more fuel as their countries continue to grow. So until an alternative is found, such as electric cars, we can expect gas prices to stay on the increasing slope. In the future, we believe that there will be an inflection point of about $6 a gallon based on increasing demand around the world, especially in emerging countries. Back to Jackie.
Thanks, Daniel.
Yeah, but you know what, Jackie? There's when I was out at the 2010 New York Auto Show, I talked extensively with a lot of different people about kilowatt hours and how to read an electricity bill and about how much it would probably cost to recharge my batteries because it seemed like it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to move from a gasoline-based vehicle and go into an electric-based vehicle.
Right.
Because most people are concerned that, well, the first question they'll ask is, well, isn't your electricity bill going to raise?
Right. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Is that what you were thinking?
Yep.
Well, tell you what, I got some very interesting numbers here. You remember when we were talking about my Cadillac Escalade?
Uh-huh. Yep.
And I could get about 300 miles out of a tank. Well, it just so happens that the Tesla S, Nikola Tesla, this inventor or whoever he was, AC current or whatever it was, there's a company that just started called Tesla Motors.
Okay.
Now, Tesla Motors, they're making this vehicle called a Tesla S. This Tesla S, ironically enough, it gets 300 miles to a single charge. So now,
Wow.
yeah, I know it's amazing that, you can go that far just on battery power. But here's the really cool thing. This is just some information that I got from, a lot of different people at the car show. In order to recharge your batteries from completely depleted, if we charge my 300 mile range batteries so that it can take me 300 miles, that total charging process comes to about $2.70. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, you remember? How much did I tell you that it was going to cost me? That it cost me that one day to fill up my gas tank.
I think you might have said $64, $65.
Yeah,
Somewhere in
yeah,
that
some
range.
crazy huge number. Just it's like the cost of like cable or something.
Right. A nice dinner out.
Yeah, exactly. Now $65 to it's crazy. $65 to fill up my gas tank, or $2.70 to charge my batteries, and both of them go about the same range, the same distance. So along with government regulation to start, say, alternative fuels, cheaper renewable energy, to start using electric cars, and then transitioning on over to zero emissions, with climate change and global warming, it's almost like a win-win situation.
Right. Exactly. It sounds like it.
as far as the different loops that we were talking about in IST 440 with Dr. Clark,
Yep.
I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but
I think
a positive,
positive amplifying loop.
yeah,
Yep.
a positive amplifying loop. So
Definitely.
if this thing really kicks off and really takes hold this time, I think we can look forward to some really positive changes in the future.
Absolutely. It sounds great.
Yeah. So that's about all I had, and New York was a blast, and I'm happy to be back.
Well, thank you for bringing that information to us.
You betcha.
So here is what we're doing. This is gasoline consumption in all of these countries and us. But it's not just the developed nations. The developing countries are now following us and accelerating their pace. And actually, their cumulative emissions this year are the equivalent of where we were in 1965, and they're catching up very dramatically. The total concentrations, by 2025, they will be essentially where we were in 1985. If the wealthy countries were completely missing from the picture, we would still have this crisis.
Let me charge your battery, baby. Energize me. Use me.